guys, welcome back to R&D Garage and part 2 of Miss Blueberry's brakes. So this week we're tackling the front brakes. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. So I've got my power tool right here. So I'm going to come around the back and get right to it. So there's 2 bolts on the back here that I'm going to be taking off. There's the first one. And the second one. There we go. Okay, so that one's out. And so you think, oh great, now I can pull the whole thing off. But actually, it's only the middle part that's going to be coming off. So, there we go. And so I'm going to hang up this guy by the hole right here. If it'll reach. Perfect. It's almost like I planned it. Let's move on. I don't know why I clapped. Okay guys, 2 more bolts and then this whole rest of the piece will come off. So the first one is right behind. And you're going to go down, there we go. And then another one right here. Yep. Always want to give yourself enough room. There we go. Okay, so we should just, oh yeah. And the pads are already trying to fall out. Sometimes it's just easier using a socket. There we go. Okay. Whoop. Yeah, now it's out. Moving on. Let's pull the rotor off. And I don't think I need to tap it. It's just being stubborn. Well, should I tap it? Yeah, I think I need a hammer to... Never mind. It's off. Okay, now I'm going to knock off basically the rust off of the hub and everything. And, okay, well my face is getting dirty at this point, but I'm going to wear my glasses because rust in the eye is never a good idea. And I've got both, you can see my wire brush on the end of the power tool here, and then I've got another brush. So we're also going to be throwing this into the sonic bath to clean it up a little bit. Okay guys, let's put the new rotor on. Shiny. Okay, so we're going to line it up so that the 2 screw holes also line up. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in. That was a loud snore. Such a funny dog. First, let's sure to throw it under the car first. There we go. Okay. So remember, we're just gonna do a little tiny one until we put both of them on, and then I'll go ahead and tighten. Trusty Weehaw screwdriver. Okay. By the way, how many of you are going to SEMA this year? SEMA and PRI. I'm super excited about both. I'm actually a little bit more excited about PRI, but it looks like I'm going to SEMA by myself this year. So if you want to hang out, maybe grab a few drinks, walk around together, hit me up. Okay guys, this is on. Let's move on. Okay, let's put the mounting bracket back on. So it's gonna go, I guess if you want to bring the camera over, so you'll see I'm going to be putting it so that the bolt holes line up with each of these 2. And so I'm gonna go like this. And actually that went on a lot easier than I thought. So let's go ahead and, okay, so I got that one. Okay, so it's a little finagling, but they eventually get in there. Okay, so now these are 80 foot-pounds, so I'm gonna try my damnedest. Oh, perfect. Beautiful, that's back on. Okay, so over here I'm compressing the piston. So before you do this, remember to check the master cylinder to make sure there's either enough fluid or not enough fluid so that it's not gonna like come out in a little waterfall of fluid. Okay, so with this, I'm basically ratcheting until this disappears into there. So that little curve. And then, yeah, okay. So once you can't ratchet anymore, go ahead, flip it to reverse so that it falls out. Bam. Okay, and while we're already here, I'm gonna leave that alone for a second. Now we're gonna get dirty and greasy. How exciting is that? So what I'm gonna do is put the Hawk provided grease on 4 places. So this little middle plate right here, right up here, and then on the other side, right here, and right here. So it's basically, it looks the same like that, it's just on the other side. So let's go ahead and do this. And I'm just refusing to wear gloves today for whatever reason. Okay. There we go, nice and greasy. And obviously try not to get it on the rotor. Not good. Ooh, it smells. There we go. And now we're going to do the other side. So I don't know if you guys have been having a heat wave. Today it finally broke and it's nice. It only got, I think, about mid-80s today. But yesterday, holy moly, we were in the Lotus. We went to see the new Pagani Utopia, which was amazing, as you'd imagine. But it was about 95 degrees out, and we decided, in our infinite wisdom, to take the Lotus, which has literally the worst air conditioning ever. And so we were both probably lost about 5 pounds, losing, sweating so much. Okay, this is nice and greasy. I'm going to touch up a couple areas and move on. Okay, we're going to come over and also grease up the caliper over here. So we're just going to do the face in these 2 spots as well. So there's 3 spots altogether. The face of this and then each side right here. You don't want to use like a whole lot of grease because you don't want it like extra gloopy, but definitely get it on there. I kind of equate it, I'm not going to use my finger to do this, but I kind of equate it when you're doing an oil change and you know the new filter, you kind of want to like put a little bit of oil on there. So I kind of see it as almost the same thing. Okay. Start with this one. Bottom, and then we're going to move on from there. And a lot of people are like, why didn't you bring Polly yesterday? Oh my gosh, having a heater at my feet already in the Lotus when it's already hot? No, thank you. But he'll definitely be at the next Cars and Coffee. We got him literally the cutest Halloween costume. If you know me, you know I love The Sopranos, and we named him Polly Walnuts. And so I got him a little sweatsuit, and then we're going to paint little white flies, and so it's going to be hysterical. He's so cute. Okay, so that's all greased. Let's move on. Pad time. Okay, so the easiest way to do this is and I already did it a couple times because I always kind of like to do it before so it's smooth as possible. Hardly any bloopers in this one. But if you come in basically from the back and almost turn it a little bit sideways and then press it and that's it. So it's super easy. And so this one, the wing is going to go on the outside because remember, you know, this is the part of the pad where friction, you're going to stop. So yeah, don't put the smooth side down. Okay, and so this is going to be kind of the same thing, and it's going to go in. It's a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that side may take a little bit more finagling, but they're definitely in. So now we're going to put that on top. That. Let's put that back on. That being the caliper. Okay, so I'm unhooking. It should sandwich them perfectly. Just like that. I mean, holy crap, I don't think that could have gone on. Like, actually, it could have gone on a little bit better because it's not actually on. Okay. Tell that hole is not, the top one's lining up, but the, there we go. Okay, sorry, I just got like a fume. But you may have to press the rubber bracket on the bolt down for it both to fit. So I got it here. Okay, and now we're gonna hold it. Actually, I'm gonna come from the bottom first. Okay, so that's just finger tight, and now you may have to move the brake line. Here we go. That. There we go. Okay, so if you feel like it's just kind of like turning in place, it means you didn't have it. And that actually doesn't feel good to me. Okay, because the last thing you want to do is thread. Why aren't you going in? There you go. Okay, let's move on. Okay, the bolts are tight. Now I'm going to torque them down 23 foot-pounds. So this should not be any issue. Oops. So I have to push the brake line out of the way. Oh, come on, brake line. I wonder if I can. No. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. We're almost done, guys. Okay, time to put the tire, the rim and tire back on. These absolutely gorgeous blades. You've never seen anything like them before, and neither have I because the blades I'm talking about aren't that nice. Okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna move it around just like this. And then, so I always try to line things up. Oh, yeah, that actually looks pretty good. Oh yeah, because I remember, oh my gosh, has it really been that long? Okay. There we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is hold it steady with my legs, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of get it on there. Okay, so it's in, but it's still like finger, not even finger tight, so it's still a little bit loose because I got more to put in. Okay, so I like to do kind of a diagonal, if you've watched my earlier videos. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's the, oh wait, no. I was just putting it in wrong, just kidding. Let's see if you guys are paying attention. Okay. So remember, I'm gonna do the actual torque when the car is on the ground. floor, torque them into place, and then start bleeding. Okay, so right now I'm gonna finish out the video by torquing these down. I forgot the brake fluid hasn't actually come in yet, so we're waiting on that. When that comes in, then I'll bleed the brakes, which I'm probably not gonna film for you guys because I think we have like 3 other bleeding brake videos anyway. And then we're gonna bed the pads per manufacturer spec. So enjoy me torquing these down. We're gonna have D come in and yep, the e-brake wasn't on. Oopsie. Oh, it's still, do you mind like stepping on the brakes? Because it's not, there we go. Perfect. Okay, that's torqued down. The other side's already done. Like I said, we're gonna wait for the fluid, bleed, bed the pads, and we're done. So, woot! Closer to getting this girl on the road again. Super excited. I really think she's gonna be a drag car. I mean, Dee's gonna drive her for now, but I think we're gonna have to drop the turbo in and start bringing her to Wednesday nights because I think the Hatchie has, once the K-swap's in it, I'm only gonna wanna do the big track in that car. So, it's going to be fun. But at any rate, I'll keep you guys posted. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back with more videos soon. Take care, you guys.